Hello to you, fellow being. Infinite Spiral here, and we are back as usual in Kerbal Space Program. Now, in our previous episode, we went and got some temperature scans around Minmus with our Mun Orbiter satellite, and then, very foolishly, without any forethought, brought the MusBase back to Kerbin, and only at the very last second managed to realize, oh, it doesn't have any parachutes, so now it's just an orbiting station. And in the process of doing that, I managed to completely fail to plant a flag on Minmus, which was one of the contracts that I had. So, I have gone ahead and accepted a second contract to get some science data from Minmus, so we can go ahead and undo that foolishness, sort of. I mean, it won't be fully undone since that station is absolutely stuck where it is. But we are going to also, in this episode, send a new orbital station to the moon. So we're going to send that station to the moon along with another craft to send out to Minmus, plant a flag, get some science, bring it back to Kerbin. And in the process of doing that, we're also going to rendezvous with the station, the MusBase station, that is in orbit around Kerbin, and we're going to take one of those Kerbals with us. That will be the one that goes out to Minmus. So, what we need to do is just modify one of our existing crafts. So it's going to be the Mun Orbiter plus MusBase, because it's got most of what we need. And what we're going to do is the moon base that we have to, or not base, but station that we need to set up has to have the ability to support 12 Kerbals instead of 5. So we are going to make some minor modifications to this thing and make it able to support 12 Kerbals rather than the 5 that it has built in. So we're just going to throw in a couple more of the... crap. Okay, so that's one of the problems that is caused by this mod with crewable pieces. I don't know, I think it's actually the window shine mod, but yeah, when you have like a capsule or a whatever this thing, hitchhiker storage container, or anything that is crewable, or maybe anything that has windows, I'm not sure, but when you place those into your design, you then cannot modify them. You can't grab them and pick them up until you exit. Well, that was silly. I just saved that as the Mun Orbiter plus MusBase. Oh well. No problem. Anyway, oh god. Big problem. Enormous problem. Okay. I will be right back. I have backed up my save, so I'm gonna go grab that because we just lost everything. I thought it would keep the stuff detached, but it didn't. Okay, so I'm back, and yeah, everything is restored. No problems. The save that I backed up was from literally right before I started this recording, so no problem there. But anyway, what we were doing is modifying this to include 2 more hitchhiker storage containers. And yeah, as I was saying, the window shine mod, I'm pretty sure, is what causes problems with placing new crewable capsules or objects. So you gotta be careful about that. And man, that is a lot taller now. I suppose that's to be expected, but yeah, one thing, Ben Pearson commented on a previous video that was talking about whether or not they had to have Kerbals in them. I had tested it out, and it seemed like, I don't know if I'm just remembering wrong or what, but it didn't give me the check mark when I had the thing, ready but not full of Kerbals. But now, when I've tested it after that, after seeing your comments, you're absolutely right. It doesn't have to have the Kerbals in it. So I don't know if I'm just remembering wrong, or if I had some sort of weird glitch, or maybe I just had it set up wrong and didn't have, the extra capsule to support 5 and something. I don't know. But yeah, you're definitely right about that. So we have that set up. We need to take off the satellite and turn it into a crewable capsule instead. That's right, we need to basically delete everything on that top stage, so we'll just grab it from right there. Okay, so that took a little longer than I expected, but everything is now done. We've got the Moonbeast Station plus Minmus Redeemer, because that is what this top stage is. It is an attempt at redemption. Oh, nope. Not quite there yet. Need to throw in some struts right here, because that is a severely weak point. So let's just do this real quick and hope that it works easily. Yeah, that's good enough, I hope. We will find out, but yeah, that should do it. But yeah, that top stage is only there to redeem our foolish mistakes, and actually I'm not happy with this strut. Want more than 3. Let's go up to 4. So yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. I'm gonna go over the staging real quick, make sure everything works, and I will see you on the launch pad. Alright, so we should be good to go. This is... yeah, I had to go back in and make sure there weren't any Kerbals in the thing, because well, it's just going to be empty. Silliness, but yeah. So as you can see, right here, yeah, orbital station around the moon, it does indeed count. Even though there are no Kerbals in it, it can support 12, so that's all that's required. Doesn't have to be full of Kerbals. Anyway, getting to it, liggity launching! Okay, so this thing definitely has some waggling issues. It's not entirely stable. These 4 struts aren't doing quite as much as they could, and these struts coming from the top of those nose cones... oh, Jesus, we've been wasting so much fuel pushing dead weight. Foolishness. But yeah, these struts would be much better suited attaching higher up, so yeah, made some errors in my design for sure. But yeah, let's just get this orbit going, drop those, like so. And I also forgot to account for the eccentricity of not eccentricity, the inclination of the MusBase station's orbit. Because it's going around like that, and we're coming around at an equatorial. So yeah, this could have been planned out a lot better, but well, we're already here. I don't feel like going back and launching again. I already went through a number of errors in my launching process, so we're also going to cut the burn for a little while and do more of that at the apoapsis, because we are a little too far from it. There we go. That's a little more efficient. Stop with the waggle. Alright, so here's that. And that apoapsis is right where we are, so we gotta try and stay on it as best we can. Push it out in front of us a tiny bit. There we go. And we have orbit. There we go. Nice and circular. So now we are going to... I guess we'll just alter our inclination at the first crossing. And find out just how much that's going to take. Man, I forgot how low that orbit is too. Alright, so we can get 0.1 degree off at that point, and then we also need to mess with our retrograde just so we don't push it out too far like that. Just try and match the orbit as best we can. And yeah, I'll futz about with this, get it lined up perfectly, or close to perfectly, and rejoin you once that is done. Sound good? Okay. Alright, so we're nice and lined up, just warping to the maneuver node. And we're going to start burning at about a minute out, because this stage of fuel is going to definitely run out before we get finished with the maneuver, and the next stage has a much less powerful engine on it, so let's just get to it. Alright, starting the burn. Probably could have started even sooner than that, because, yeah, it's going to run out even faster than I expected. But that's okay. There it goes. And yeah, that's not too bad. We're, a minute and a half left to burn, and still 35 seconds from the node. I think we'll be fine. I do believe, and, we can mess with it as necessary. So, I'm going to finish this burn and rejoin you once it is finished. And we have to start messing with our alignment in our orbits with this ship. I mean, the base. I need to change its name. Anyway, see you there. Alright, 0 degrees inclination, and now we just need to wait until we catch up with the ship, and we're also going to switch over to it real quick. Didn't realize this was an option until very, very recently, but you can rename things and make them, as you would like them to be. So, this is the MusBase Station. And it's a station, not a ship. Yes, there we go. Even though it has a landing can and, hitchhiker crew storage. Anywho, let's get back. Oops. To the Moon Beast. Alright. So we're just going to time warp a bit until we get to the right sort of approach on the station, and then move for the rendezvous. Okay, so we've set up the maneuver for the rendezvous, and it should do us quite nicely. Just need to get to the maneuver node, and apparently it's a negligible burn, which seems illogical. It says 62.3 meters per second. I guess it's just not... Oh, it's because we switched vessels, so it doesn't know what kind of a burn we're capable of with this one. So, we will just get over there and point at the node and be ready to do that. We'll just real quick give it a full throttle and cut. 6-second burn, okay. And obviously that slight amount that we did will alter it a little bit, but hopefully not so much as to matter. But let's get up to T-minus 3 seconds and full burn now. Good, good, good. Alright. And we've got a separation. Oh, let's get rid of the node. Okay, separation of 4.6 kilometers when we get there, so we'll have to mess with it just a tiny bit. We'll burn straight at the target marker, and 2.3, 1.4, oh yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. So now let's get over there. Actually, I'm gonna use the warp function from here. I don't know that it's going to work, but I will hope and pray. And then we can watch the approach from this screen. Now, like I said, we're not going to be trying to do any docking with this. We're just going to switch over there, grab one of these Kerbals. I guess it will be Kimline. You're a scientist. Go ahead and hop out and go for the rendezvous. Where are you, Kimline? There you are. Get your EVA going and head for the Redeemer. And there we go. Now we're approaching. It's no longer speeding away from us. We are now speeding towards it at a rapid pace. But once we get in close, we can adjust as necessary. Here we come. Okay, let's not slam into it. That would be bad. There we go. Less touchy. And grab on, please. There we go. And board. Good to go. Kimline is now in the Minmus Redeemer. Alright, phase 1 complete. Now, we have this ridiculous orbit. I'm not super pleased with that, but I think we will be able to correct it and... Ooh, maybe not. Used up half of our fuel just doing that. So we need to push out to the moon. Maybe we can manage that with this incline. I think we're going to have to. So, I wish we weren't so close to this point because we're going to be checking that burn for the moon right there. And yeah, we don't... Wait. There we go. Get a better view of things. Now let's set the moon as the target and see... That's not telling us anything. Oh, okay, so we need to be further out from there. Now, if we were to burn on the opposite side, probably not a successful attempt at all. It's probably going to be way behind us when we get there. So let's just find out. Yep, we come out way ahead of it, so perhaps we'll have to do something interesting with pushing out on a strange incline and hitting the moon on the return trip, maybe. Just maybe. So, yeah, we're going to be playing around with this a little bit. And once I've got something that works... Or once I decide that it's not possible, I will rejoin you. But I think we can make this work. Alright, so we've got it set up. It's going to be a very inclined maneuver. Or not maneuver. Very inclined orbit when we get to it. But really it's going to be a question of if we can actually get an orbit established. Because it's going to be a 1.5-minute long burn. And... I don't know. We will have to see. So we should have been pointing at that maneuver node before we started. But we can just barely get to it at T-minus 44, about. And time to go. Go! There we go. So, let's get out of the map screen. Just keep an eye on the fuel situation while we make this burn. Because... well, I don't know if we'll be able to do this or not. This might be one of our very first, like, real failures. I mean, you know, the MusBase station was a little bit of a failure, but it was redeemed at the last possible second. But this is not pretty at all. That inclination really screwed us. I should have launched for that in the first place, but I didn't even think about it. For some reason, I thought it was on an equatorial orbit. I was way wrong. What am I? Who am I kidding? I didn't think about it at all. I didn't think anything about it. It wasn't on an equatorial orbit in my mind. I just didn't think about it. Who cares? Nobody needs to hear me berate myself. So, well, I think we're okay, maybe? I don't know. It's the orbit that I'm worried about. The orbit around the moon. So that is going to be the tough part. So here we come. Killing our burn. About new. And just make our minor adjustments. Keep pointed at the maneuver node. Get as close as possible to 0. There we go. 0.1 meter per second off. And what does that look like? That... looks okay. So now we get to find out whether phase 2 will be successful. So let's, yeah. You know what, let's set up a maneuver right at the encounter. And then warp to that maneuver. Can we do that? Nope, we sure can't. Let's delete the maneuver and just warp to here. That will work. I get nervous messing with these auto warps because, you know, most of the time it works, but every once in a while it screws you over. Decides not to exit the warp. But apparently it did this time, so we will proceed with the warping manually from here. Okay, we have entered the moon's sphere of influence. We are in our moon encounter. And what sort of retro burn do we need for an orbit? 12 seconds. I think we can manage that. Thankfully, it doesn't have to be... Oh god, that is so stupid. That orbit is ridiculous. But yeah, thankfully, the target orbit doesn't exist. We can have any kind of an orbit for this station, and it will count. We don't have to hit some specific, you know, inclination or anything like that. That would make this so much worse. But yeah, let's get rid of the maneuver. And warp to periapsis. And we're gonna hop out of our warp just before, because I want to see where Minmus is. So Minmus is out there. We're coming in on this angle. So yeah, we're probably gonna be burning out to Minmus with the Redeemer by on its own engines. I was thinking about you know, getting a trajectory set up for it with the overall moon beast and then ejecting it once we had that set up, but I think it's a better idea to just get the orbit, probably, potentially. Yes, absolutely. So let's warp to periapsis and do that. And I have no idea what's going on with that green apoapsis thing here. That's a little weird. Talking about a site. Oh, that's our mission, our contract apparently, is auto-updating and being on the station. So there we go, and we're not pointed at retro. Foolishness, absolute foolishness. And what, are we out of electricity? Yes, we are. Okay. Well, let's just burn and get that going. And yes, that does charge electricity. Get the SAS back on. Should have had my solar panels extended, but I didn't. So let's look at this, and we've got our orbit. Beautiful. Okay. Excellent. Oh, what a special mission. Special indeed. Hello, Moon. Let's get those solar panels out and extended. Really need to set up action groups. I'm gonna do that one of these times. I promise. And I did rearrange these so they will no longer clip with the satellite dishes, which makes me very happy. Because I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. However, I don't like how close that is to things that are going to detach, so I'm going to retract that for now. But we should have that already completed, yeah? Yes, beautiful. That is done. So we've got our Moon Beast station. We will go ahead and... I'm trying to... Okay, there. Alright, throttle is cut. Didn't mean to hit that. Now we will detach the Minmus Redeemer. Like so. And we're going to switch back because that didn't do what it was supposed to do. Why? What? Why is this happening? Oh my word. Let's just give it a tiny little thrust. Why? Can we control it from here? What? What is happening? I don't understand. Something happened and ruined everything. Well, okay. That's just lodged in there forever now, and apparently the Octo no longer works, the probe core. And we can't extend those. There's no Kerbals inside to get out and do anything. Don't know why I left these landing legs on, didn't think about it. Just foolishness, but yeah, there's the silly moon beast. Dear Lord. Oh, man. Alright, well, it's stranded there until we can, you know, bring a Kerbal to mess with it, but I don't really see why that would be necessary. Unless we decide to do something with it, but in any case. Oh, never mind. I was controlling this bit of debris. I'm a fool. Everything's fine. What I wanted to do was just thrust up a tiny bit and see if we could dislodge that debris. It seems to actually be stuck, though, because... yeah. I'll just spin a bit, see if I can fling it. Centrifugal force. Send it. Come on. Nope. Nope, that's forever attached. Don't know why. Oh, well. Yep. Can't do anything about it. It's stuck. Oh well. Anyway, back to the Minmus Redeemer. Now let's find out what sort of a burn we need to do to get out to Minmus. So it's going to be mostly prograde in that direction, I believe. Or we could, you know, accidentally click one of the wrong maneuver nodes to start off with. That works too. Okay, so I'm going to play around with maneuver nodes for a long while and see if I can come up with something to make this work. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to escape the moon's influence and get into a Kerbin orbit again. And it's going to take a very tiny amount of delta V change in velocity to actually... I mean, really, we could escape the Kerbin system with the just smallest of changes, so... just gonna get up here, do a prograde burn. And also, real quick, going to extend the solar panels because we're out of electricity. Again. And there we go. Okay, so... back to this. What? Oh, never mind. Electricity was okay. We just don't have a pilot, so we can't use SAS. Never mind. Alright, back to the map screen. Prograde burn. Just to escape the moon. It's like an 8-second burn at most. Or maybe it was calculating that with the previous engine? I don't know. Nope, there it goes. Okay, and now we are on a Kerbin orbit again. And we will go ahead and actually push that out to roughly Minmus's orbit distance, because it will be more efficient to make our adjustments from there. Okay, so now we've got that going, and we can warp out to here. Alright, and now we can fix our inclination. So that's going to be an anti-normal burn, I believe. Let's just double check with a maneuver. Yep, sure is. And how long have we been doing this? A few days, yeah. The only time-sensitive contracts we have right now are the ones that we are working on actively, which are the Minmus flag and surface data and all of that. The flag is really the only one, and that's got, I think, a couple of years left on it, so we should be just fine. So, let us time warp up to that crossing and make sure we are looking at it the right way so we get it at the right place. Or go past it, whatever. Damn you, time warp. And where's that descending? Right there. Not descending, anti-normal. Oh, I do so miss SAS, though. That would have been nice. Oh, well. So let's just bring that down. Like so. And apparently we've got a moon encounter, which is not the best. So we're going to burn prograde, push our orbit out, which also shouldn't take much, because we are so far from Kerbin that nothing takes very much at this distance. See what I mean? Okay. Oh, I miss SAS. I miss it much. Alright, so now we've got that going on. And our fuel's just fine. Not a big deal at all. And we are going to... I think, yeah, we're going to radial out real quick, just to get these lined up a little bit better. And we will have to adjust our inclination again at the next node we come to, the next crossing. Alright, so there's our radial out, nice and matched. A little too matched, actually, so we should... I'm worried about a prograde burn turning into a Kerbin escape, but no, it's okay. So yeah, we can do that, and we need... Yeah, we do want to have an outside of... We do want our orbit to be outside of Minmus's, because Minmus is behind us and should catch up. So, a little bit of prograde. Like that. Push it out. And I'm actually gonna go a little further until we actually escape from Kerbin, which might not happen as fast as I... Oh! Never mind, we had an encounter. Let's go back retrograde again. Didn't think it would happen so quickly. Okay. Oh, what's happening here? Minmus. Oh yeah, that's a super long Minmus encounter. So yeah, we'll just warp out to here. And be ready on the time warp cancel button, just in case, although I don't think I need to worry about it. So here we come. Very nice. Get off the map screen, find Minmus. There it is. And do a bit more time warping until we get into our actual encounter proper, because we are not yet in it. There it is. Alright, so what does this look like? This is a Minmus collision path. Okay. I love that. Okay, well, we will just do a little bit of radial out. Holy crap, that's radial in. That's not what we want. Just want to bring this into an actual orbit. Don't need to collide. Well, actually, maybe we should just leave it. We don't need to orbit. We need to land. So, let's warp to closer in and find out what our velocity looks like, because Minmus is really small. We shouldn't be going too ridiculously fast when we get in close. I shouldn't think. Also, should have quick saved before doing any of that, but yeah, we're just fine. So, gonna quick save here. And get even closer. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be just fine. So, turn that into surface. And drift down to it. Ridiculous. Alright. Let's also engage our landing gears. Didn't put lights on again. One of these times I'm going to remember to put the lights on the damn thing so that we can see where we're landing. Oh well. Alright, here we come, Minmus. And I'm going to start burning to kill off some of this velocity, because... It's also going to be a little bit more tough without SAS to actually land this thing successfully, but fortunately, because of Minmus's very low gravity, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just correcting and... Come on. Damn, no SAS. Okay. Back down again. Not too insanely fast. Alright, where is the sun? It's, not visible right now, apparently. Or something, but... Hey, what happened to the gears? What's up with that? Alright, so let's, again, kill off this velocity. Because we're starting to see some detail on the surface. Okay. Don't get all wonky. Kill off the lateral speed. Okay. Falling straight to the surface. Don't know where my shadow's going to be, if anywhere. That's why I was looking for the sun, was to locate the shadow, but, yeah, we're just going to go without it, apparently. Alright. Nice and slow, nice and easy, easy does it. Is what I would be saying if I was on the ground. Which I'm not yet, but we are very nearly... Okay, well, that's not good. Let's burn. Okay, really wish I had SAS. Oh my goodness, gotta use the nav ball for this. Okay. Really, really wish I had SAS. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Stop twisting. No, 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 no. Okay, flip it. Oh, broke. We broke both of our solar panels. Oh no. This is bad. Bad news. Okay, just get it under control. Under control. We don't have a lot of electricity to spare. Come on, turn it. Stop it. Okay, well, maybe we should have just landed the thing sideways. That might have been a better idea. Stop it. God, I miss SAS. I miss it a lot. Why did I bring a scientist instead of a pilot? This was a mistake. Oh, this was a very bad idea. Okay. Stop twisting. Let's orient correctly. Make it so I can see. In fact, we're going to change to a chase cam, because that'll make it easier as well. Okay. A little bit of an incline, but nothing too terrible. Okay, well, fuck it. And yeah, the chase cam, not very friendly for a landing, so whatever. Stop it! Stop it, camera! God! Free camera. There we go. We're landed sideways. Who cares? Everything's fine. Oh, that was bad. That is absolutely the ugliest landing I think I've ever had. Well, let's... oh, we can't even undeploy it because it's just broken, so... Fun! Well, here we are on Minmus. Oh, stupid. Stupid. Can we... Okay, I was like, why can't we open that? Yeah, just get a little bounce going. No big deal. Let's take our science. Okay, we've got all of that. Oh, almost. Still need... Everything's taking forever to activate when I right click. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, we'll get our Science Junior reading. We are on the slopes right now, so grab that, get our crew report from the slopes. Get an EVA. Oh, got a twist. Okay, get our EVA. Just gonna jump so I don't have to worry about ridiculous tumbling. I no longer trust physics. Everything will be very tenuously done. Why the clicking? Okay. Take a surface sample from the slopes. Grab it. Take an EVA report from the slopes. Got it. Plant a flag on the slopes. Holy crayed. I don't know what the crayed is, but a holy one. Holy crayed. So sure, this is a holy crayed. Slopes. Write down what science we took. Okay. Now we climb back in. Get this thing off the surface of Minmus without crashing it. Hopefully. And bring it back to Kerbin. Oh my goodness. No, that was not what we wanted to do. Don't trip. Good. Yeah, there's a real problem with using F to climb and grab things. That could have been remapped more effectively. F grab, good. B for board. Excellent! Okay, now comes the task of launching this thing back into space. So let's close that. I think that'll make it easier. And open it again. And nope, that was bad. Probably would have been better to do the old, yeah, let's get off of that. Drop it. Close. Okay, there. We're gonna do the old, breakdancing launch. Nope, that ain't it. Getting closer. Bounce-itty bounce. That's it right there. Okay, quit twisting. Really, really wish I had SAS. You don't realize how very, very important it is until you no longer have it. Okay. So we're flying. And we're gonna get science from space around Minmus because that's also a part of the contract. So we'll just go that way, I guess, is sort of where where we've automatically started going. So bring the gears in, we don't need that. And we're probably already out of orbit. Yeah, we sure are. Alright, so real quick, let's get the rest of this science. And we're gonna have to reset a couple of these manually just to be able to get them. Would you freaking God? EVA report. What is toggle EVA suit? Oh, that must be like for the helmet or something. One of the mods, I imagine. Alright, so we're just reset this. Yes, nope, hello. Just keep right clicking until it says yes. There. Collect data. And restore. Good. And what was the other one? Oh, the thermometer, the temperature gauge. That needed resetting as well, so that's kind of rotating in a less than friendly way, but we can work with it. Take data, and log temperature again. Oh, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and climb back in and do the rest of this from inside. Alright, Science Junior. What happened to my... Oh, never mind, I was looking at the wrong edge. Forgot the thermometer was on the top, not the bottom. Log temperature. Okay. Let's close that again. And let's get back to Kerbin. Oh, man. So, let's see. We're not going to do a visual thing. We are going to, well, actually just time warp until we escape. There we go. And from here, just go ahead and retro burn down to Kerbin. How's our electricity? Still doing okay. Thankfully, I included that extra large battery, because without that, we would stand a chance of running out of electricity and being not entirely unable to control this thing, but have a lot more trouble with it. I think. Maybe not. It's a manned capsule, so maybe it would have been fine, but anywho, get that periapsis down to within. Would you stay up? God. Ah, the SAS, damn it. Okay. And we're in atmosphere. Gonna quick save right here. And I will see you when disaster strikes or when we reach this planet's surface. Alright? Sound good? Alright. Fast forwarding. Okay. A safe splashdown. All is well. Mission successful. If stupid at that. But let us recover. Okay, so we got a nice amount of science. That's a few more unlocks on the science tree, the tech tree. And yeah, decent amount of funding as well. Up to over 2 million. Very nice. And Kimline is now a level 2 scientist. Beautiful. And we're encountering the building upgrade glitch. Let's see if the VAB will fix it. And it certainly did. Excellent. Okay. But yeah, let's check out our contracts, make sure everything worked out all right. It seems to have. Let's just look at the successes. Science data from Minmus. Yes. Excellent. Oops. I always forget to hit the trash instead of close. But yes. Plant flag on Minmus. Also done. Very nice amount of money from that. And the orbital station around the moon. The moon beast is in orbit. That is all done. What is left to do for now? We have a land on Duna, an explore Gilly, and a station around Eve. However, we can't approach that Eve station until we upgrade our tracking center, because I didn't notice when I accepted it, but I have to build that facility into a newly discovered Class B asteroid. So that's not going to happen just yet until we do some stuff, but maybe, just maybe. Close. Would you do? There we go. But it's probably a relatively long episode. I'm, going to be putting it all into one. Maybe an hour. I don't know. We'll see. Man, that was a little more stressful than necessary, but that's what happens when you plan things poorly and then try to redeem your poor planning with more poor planning. But that's going to conclude this episode. So, if you enjoyed what you saw here, go ahead and leave a like. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I am Infinite Spiral. This is Kerbal Space Program, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.